about some of the benefits of red clover. No! Don't do that. Do not pick your dog up like that. Leave the dog alone. And my daughter is going to be messing with the dog, so you have to bear with me a little bit because we got some new puppies. They're so cute. Come on. But what I want to talk to you today is about red clover. Interesting. It's kind of rainy out here, so I got my little red umbrella as well. But I want to talk to you about red clover. Here you go. Here you go. That's not what she wants, right? So we're going to be talking about red clover benefits because there are a couple that you should know about if you are trying or wanting to boost your egg quality, as well as a few other things. So this video is definitely for you if you have like ovulation issues, if you have, of course, trouble conceiving, if you also have menstrual issues, and things like short luteal phase, right? And so leave the dog alone. And so red clover is one of the herbs that are used to help with situations like this. And the reason for that is that red clover is a very nutritive herb. And what that means is like it's rich in vitamins as well as minerals, and vitamins such as vitamin C, minerals such as potassium, niacin, thiamine, should be rich in calcium, as well as magnesium. I think I said magnesium twice, but the benefit about it being rich in magnesium is that it's going to help with menstrual pain, right? So if you have menstrual pain, this is where this herb also shines because it's going to help to relax the uterus, the smooth uterine tissue or uterine muscle tissue, which is going to help, again, your uterus to relax. So that way it's not having to work so hard. Because one of the reasons why you have menstrual pain is because your uterus is overworking because you may be lacking this magnesium, this mineral. Hi, Mama. You got umbrella too? Yeah? Okay. Right, so that's one of the benefits that it serves for menstrual issues, right? Another menstrual issue benefit of magnesium is this might not necessarily be menstrual issue, but for your cycle, another benefit is that it's going to help to extend the luteal phase, right? So this is an issue for women who have again, trouble conceiving because they have either low progesterone or their luteal phase is just not long enough. And I talk a lot about this, I talk a lot about the luteal phase because it's so important that your luteal phase is long enough if you do want to conceive, right? So your luteal phase needs to be about 11 days, okay, or slightly longer. Anything shorter than that is a problem. And the reason for that is your progesterone levels are not sustained. They're not high enough, right? And so you need to, or it will be beneficial for you to do things to increase your luteal phase. Can you come down from there? Come down and stop.
Mommy.
Huh? Go ahead. Right? And so this is going to help with that. But let's talk about some of the egg quality and ovulation benefits a little bit more, right? And so, like I mentioned, it's high in nutrients, which is going to help to support your body through the different changes that it's going through. And by it being rich in these nutrients, it's going to mean that your body is not lacking these nutrients, which means that your eggs can get, again, the nutrients that they need in order to thrive and to grow. And so producing an egg is a tremendous feat that requires a lot of energy, right? It's pretty much stored energy that is waiting to be fertilized, to be activated by sperm. And so you need to make sure that you have, the right nutrient supply, so that way your eggs can form and develop. And one way to do that is by taking herbs like red clover. So if I've been saying red raspberry, this video is specifically about red clover. I might have got a little distracted. I'm only speaking about red clover, right? But again, making sure that you have the right nutrients in place as well. Red clover also contains chromium, which is like a cousin to folic acid or folate, which is another thing that they tell you to take a lot, that you're supposed to be taking prior to pregnancy, about 3 months before pregnancy. And see, this is the thing. A lot of women that I talk to, for some reason, I do have a little bone to pick with some of you, because it seems as though you are missing that key part, especially if you've been having trouble conceiving. When I say I have a bone to pick with you, again, I'm just jokingly saying this, but I say this because, most women know that we should be taking folic acid or folate 3 months before conceiving, right? However, I want to point out that if you're having trouble conceiving, you don't want to just be taking folic acid or folate. Leave the dog alone. Leave the dog. Just don't want it to peck her, because then she'll cry, right? Okay. And get hurt. Don't want that, right? So anyways, right, but it's not just folic acid or folate, right? It's all of the things. It's all of the things. So it's the preconception phase, it's the preparation, again, for fertility, right? And if you particularly have low egg quality and you are not preparing 3 months in ahead of actually physically trying to conceive, where you are, again, having intimate relations, sex, intercourse in order to conceive, then you're missing out and you're not necessarily producing better eggs, right? All right, so again, chromium is one that you also want to take, and is in the red clover. In addition to this, red clover also helps to support ovulation, okay, because it has phytoestrogens, and the phytoestrogens are going to promote ovulation, okay? So it's a spike in ovulation that's going to help, there's a spike in estrogen that's going to help you to ovulate. And this herb is so good because it's going to help you to, again, have regular menstrual cycles, but at the same time, it's also going to help you to ovulate regularly. And you need both. You need to menstruate in order to ovulate, and to ovulate in order to menstruate, right? And so this herb is really good, again, if you have menstrual issues, if you have trouble ovulating. But there's also some other juicy things that this herb is really good for. It's also really good if you have like dry vaginal fluid, or just if you have very little, or again, if you struggle in that area, red clover is going to help to increase your vaginal fluid. And one of the reasons for this is because of the phytoestrogens as well. And so, being that I mentioned phytoestrogens, red clover is not a herb that you just want to avoid because it has phytoestrogens. And I have some other videos talking on, why you shouldn't be afraid of phytoestrogens, and why in some cases you might actually want to take them if you have estrogen dominant issues such as fibroids or endometriosis. And again, just to quickly cover that, it's because the plant estrogens are weaker than the xenoestrogens, which are really attacking your receptor sites and your reproductive organs, such as your womb, your ovaries, and your tubes and things like that, right? But red clover has also been used for blocked tubes, right? So I get a lot of questions about that. So there you go. I know you can't see me clearly right now. This phone camera is not the best, and it is getting dark out here, but I just dropped another gem for some of you who have blocked tubes. Okay, so this is also a herb that you want to consume. Okay. All right. So before I go, because it is getting dark and I don't want to keep this video going on for too long and you can barely see what's happening, but like I don't even need this umbrella anymore, but I guess it's helping to at this point. Woo, okay. Let me pick up my herbs before I just made a decoction. I'm going to pick it up. I was hoping that you would be able to see this, but I made a decoction of the red clover and you can't really see it. I'm gonna see if I can get closer to some light so maybe you can see it. Okay, not really the best, but I made a decoction of red clover. It's in here. I'll probably post a picture on my Instagram so you can see it. But I made a decoction of this, okay? And so this is, or not decoction, an infusion. So this is red clover infusion. And I'm just gonna take a little bit of this with some tea, with some hot water. I'm gonna take some out of this, strain it, and drink it with hot water, okay? In order to, again, get the nutrient benefits out of this. And again, to just, you know, all of the benefits. It's also good for breastfeeding, good for lymphatic function, good for the liver, good for so many things, okay? I thought I broke this when I dropped it. You want to brush your teeth, Mama?
Yeah.
Oh, hold on. Okay. So she wants to brush her teeth out here. Here you go. Let me just help her. All right. So don't leave yet. I'm going to show you one more thing. Here, hold this, babe. Hold this. Okay. I also have red clover in my Sisendo Yoni Steam. Oh, let me put this down. Okay. So thank you for the like. Thank you for the like. But you missed the video, so make sure you could play it right back. You haven't missed too much. At this point, it's only been 11 minutes. But anyways, I also have the red clover in my Sisendo Yoni Steam blend, okay? And so this is good if you have like endometriosis, if you have period pain, short luteal phase. And there's a lot of herbs in here that are good for that, not just the red clover. There's also, let me see which one this is. This one also has a calendula, and there's also alfalfa. There is dandelion, red raspberry, yarrow, turmeric, donqua. Again, another one good for black tubes. And let's see, ginger. Hold on, is it ginger in here? Shouldn't be. But yeah, those, what is that, like 6 herbs, 7 herbs, 8 herbs. Red clover, dandelion, red raspberry, alfalfa, yarrow, turmeric, donqua, and calendula. Okay, so that's what we have in here. So yeah. So this is going to, again, be beneficial for you if you have, again, trouble having regular menstrual cycles, and ovulation, but it's also good if you have like PCOS, also good if you have endometriosis, also good, again, short luteal phase, menstrual pain, and things like that. So if you would like to learn more about red clover or check into one of my Yoni Steams, all you have to do is go to my website at natasiawinter.com. Okay, and just go to my shop to look for the Yoni Steam. And I also have a special going on right now where you can get a bundle of 3 of my different Yoni Steams. Okay, so you just have to search like bundle in the search section, or just go to the shop and you should see it there. But to learn more about yarrow, make sure that you are, again, following my blog on my website, where I'm going to post a blog really soon about yarrow. And I'm going to get back into, more than likely, blogging and things like that, because that is really how I started, you know, before I started getting all on Instagram, which I'm taking like a little break. So if you haven't been seeing me on Instagram, it's because I'm doing all this work to keep up with Instagram, and Instagram is like showing your stuff to like 10 people, and then it disappears off the face of the earth, which is why I'm over here on YouTube, because I'm not about to do this on YouTube, okay? Just for it to like get no views and never be seen again. And a lot of you ladies have been telling me that you're actually, this is where you're meeting me. You're meeting me here on YouTube. So hello, welcome, you friends. I will be starting to post more regularly. More than likely, hopefully I am. You know, I'm working with this because I got a lot going on in the background, and coming on here all the time is not always easy. As you can see, I'm out here in the dark, possibly gonna get bit by mosquitoes. But anyways, thank you for watching. Make sure to give this video tons of likes, tons of love. I want to see some comments in the comment section. What are your questions about yarrow? What do you want to know? Do you have a low at like low progesterone or short luteal phase? Do you have difficulty ovulating? Do you have endometriosis, PCOS, fibroids? Are you trying to conceive? As you know, or may know if you don't, I am a fertility coach and I help women to conceive naturally without pain, medication, or stress. Okay, and I do that with my fertility coaching programs, one-on-one coaching, and offering you beautiful, lovely things like this Yoni Steam. So I will see you again in another video. Bye.